What is it that DMT is doing to the mind that is lifting the veil?
We're not sure. We know that it reduces a lot of activity in the brain, which is interesting. It's almost like maybe it makes the whatever
It
else.
reduces activity in the
Yeah,
brain.
it reduces a lot of the activity in the brain. And now that's not a clear-cut statement because very often lack of activation is also a state, which means that maybe it's just a state that is more conducive to receiving more information, but the brain is very often less active in many ways. So maybe what's happening, which is something that Dr. Andrew Gallimore is talking about, maybe what's happening is that basically this is a filter. So the more active the filter is, the more it kind of solidifies a particular kind of experience. But maybe what DMT does, it loosens the kind of the walls of the framework, the reality we're in, and it allows more to flow in. That more is real, but usually you don't have to process it, so it just kind of feels very jarring because it's way more than you used to deal with, or that you even need to deal with. The brain probably optimized the perfect kind of dialed in the perfect rendering for you to exist, eat, survive, mate, all of the right things for you to survive as an agent in this world. But if there are many, many more worlds outside, so if you think of every world as like a bubble, like an island, right? The brain would create all the necessary tools to deal with whatever is needs to be dealt with in the physical three-dimensional environment as we perceive it. But if you go outside of that, there might be enormous oceans of just kind of information that doesn't really collect into something coherent, but that information eventually makes up other worlds. So if in order to go to this next island where there's other rules and some other laws of physics, you have to kind of travel through this chaos, right? And then when you arrive there, things might look completely different in ways that you never really anticipated. And you don't have the tools. Your brain never learned how to deal with 4 dimensions versus 3 dimensions. It never really, maybe you can do it over time, which I think to some degree is what happened to me, is I did it so many times that my brain learned how to handle their environment. So it's no longer that confusing to me. Like,